All right, I'm looking at another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. Starting us with lymph, which is interesting. I'm kind of thinking do a pH, have the P be the lie. Then phase, sure, that would work. All right, well, we didn't get any contradictions, which is interesting. We can't do pH, though, because that would be at the beginning, at least, or at the end. So, what if we did something else with an H? Cash is interesting, except we can't do that because we need a lie in lymph. That would be good for phase. The double letter is always good too to look for contradictions. But we need something. So, if we need an L, Y, or M. Unless we're going to do the H at the end, but then we can't do the E. Or we could do, but then we still need, I was going to say we could do the H at the beginning, do something like house. But again, that only works with phase. We need something from lymph. The L or the M or the Y. So, is there something we could do? Wow, I don't know. Or maybe we could do like a THE? And then, lathe. Lathe would work. That gives us the L and the A that are the lies. Okay, well, okay, one of these H's is a lie, so there's no A, and the E is definitely true. Also, one of these H's in lymph or lathe is a lie, so there's definitely no L. Okay, so either there is an H and a T, because the H is the lie in lathe, or there's no H and there's no T or a T third. Now we could. What if we started with TH and the H was the lie in phase? I wanted to say time, but we can't do the Y and the M. We can only do one or the other. Oh man. Theme. Theme would work. Okay. Well, one of the in lathe and theme, one of the T's is a lie, one of the H's is a lie. Everything else is true. So there's only the one E. There's no M. There's no M, so we can get rid of that. Okay, so if there's no H, then the H is the lie 3 times, which is possible. But I feel like it's likely there's an H, right? If there is an H, then there has to be a T. But it can't be TH. It could be TH here. Then we would have to have a P or an S. And Y. Okay, but we can't do, if you do TH like that, you can't do a P in either spot. So if it is TH like this, you'd have to have an S and a Y. And that's not going to work either. So we can't do TH like that. T with the H here? Is there something like that? Tithe, but that's not going to work. Because the problem is we need a P or an S and a P or a Y. So basically we either need a P or a Y and an S. And a Y and an S, that's not a thing, I don't think. And it's not going to be TP, so it would have to be TPHE? I don't think that's a thing either. Man, is there no H and no T? It's possible. In which case, all we have is the E. I guess we could go with that, because I'm not coming up with anything that works otherwise. So, new letters, plus the one E at the end. Man, what would we even do? I don't know. I'm having a hard time even coming up with something. Brine. Brine would work. I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, well, clearly, we know this is true. Clearly, at least one of the R and I has to be true, right? If the B or the N is the lie, okay, is there something else like this? Bride would work. Yeah, let's go with bride. Okay, so one of the R's is a lie. So we know the B's are true, the I's are true. So it could be this, but then you'd have to have an N at the beginning, which isn't going to work. So the N can't be the lie. That has to be true, which means this is the lie, which then means, do we know that there's no R? We don't necessarily know that there's no R. It could be I-R-E. No, it can't. No, because if there is an R, then the D is true. So it would have to be this if there is an R. And I don't think that's going to work. So there's no R. There's no D. All we've got is the I and the E. Okay. Is there any possible way that we have the T and the H? It would have to be T, H, and P. The H would have to be first or last. No, it's not going to work. So the H and the T are the lies up there. There's no H or T. So we've just got this. And new letters. There's no D. There's no R. Wow. What is voice. Yeah, with the double consonant in there, voice. There we go. Interesting. So we had the H was the lie 3 times. That always makes it tricky when you get the same letter lying multiple times because you feel like, oh, it's got to be in there. What are the odds, right? Except it happens all the time. So, all right, well, a little bit of a tricky one today. So let me know how you did finding your voice on this puzzle. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.